Deleted. We'll talk to you again in 30 minutes. Time now for Coffee Talk, sponsored by, of course, Alliance Choice. We've made it to yet another Monday after a full weekend. I'm sure a lot of you spent time with your family, especially all the parents of the young kids out there. But did you find any time over the weekend to just be alone? Perhaps you found yourself wondering when you might be able to get some you time. Well, here's a suggestion that comes from a mom of 4. Set aside the final hour of the day, each and every day, to just be alone. That's what Nicole Johnson told Insider. She says she always makes sure to set aside 1 hour after everybody else goes to bed just for her. And she started it when her children were very young. Now, in the early days of parenthood, it was just too easy to get sucked into the unending to-do list. And while Nicole says her 1 hour alone time didn't come without interruption, obviously, especially in those early years, she still did her best to kind of adjust it and protect it as she could. She found that giving herself the last hour of the day just to be alone has made her a better mother, a better wife, and person. And now she loves this. Her children, who are in their teenage years, are embracing the same concept where they take an hour to themselves each night as well. Now, she does say that if you're an early riser, well, maybe you want to give yourself the first hour of the day instead of the last hour of the evening, first thing in the morning. So, situationally dependent, could be easier said than done. What about you? You live a crazy life. Do you think this could happen in your house?
No, because she goes to bed before everybody.
She goes to bed before her kids, which is grossly irresponsible, by the way.
But she goes to bed so early. There's no way you could do that.
I really feel like I have instituted this. They go to bed between 7 and 7:30, and I stay up until probably 8:15 finishing things, so maybe not fully fun stuff.
Right.
Mark stays up forever working on notes.
That was going to be my follow-up question was, even if you give yourself that hour, is it really your hour?
Yeah,
because I feel like
if
you're using it to wrap up everything, that's still not quite what they're pushing.
To me, it's what you also do in that hour. Even though I'm wrapping up other things, I'm listening to my favorite podcast.
Okay.
That's me time.
Yeah.
I can listen to the Taylor Swift album. That's me time. So still multitasking.
That's Taylor time.
I
That's
know.
tea time.
What about you guys?
Well, no, I don't. But Katie has been absolutely religious about this as long as I've known her. She will not go to bed. Even if we go out and do something and we come home and I'm feeling a little frisky, she'll say, yeah, I gotta have my me time and watch the news.
The news.
Yeah,
She chooses
she
the
does.
news.
That's what she does. She sits and she watches the news.
There's a lot to unpack right there. What
She'll
about
report
you?
My wife and I have never even spoken about this out loud, but it is just sort of understood that she's always the last, always, you never say always, but she's almost always the last one in bed. And I think there's at least an hour. Never say never.
You can say never, always. Never.
They always say never, whatever. She's nearly always the last person to go to bed. And there's at least an hour gap there. And she, you know, she needs that time, like you do. She needs
It's not, and that's why I say you don't want that to be your, okay, let's get everything done here now that everybody's out of my way. It's put your feet up and make it about you. I think that's what the idea is, right?
Pinot and podcast. How about that?
Exactly.
At 8:15.
Yes, and a few others. That's okay.
All right.